China launched a full-spectrum diplomatic response to Japan after Japan's new Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi claimed that a Taiwan emergency could constitute a survival-threatening situation.
Some Western commentators rushed to label China's response an overreaction. But before talking about China's reaction, we must be honest about what Japan escalated first.
First, survival crisis is not casual wording, it is a legal war trigger.
Under Japan's 2015 security legislation, a survival-threatening situation is a threshold for Japan to use force, even if Japan itself is not attacked.
This is the first time a Japanese prime minister has implied Japan could end a war with China over the Taiwan question, a matter that is purely China's internal affair.
This is not a slip of the tongue. It is a gross interference in China's sovereignty, a violation of the One China principle and the spirit of the full political documents between China and Japan, and a challenge to the post-World War II international order.
Second, Tokyo is not making these remarks in a vacuum, because Japan is remilitarizing.
In the past 2 years, Japan has boosted defense spending to levels unseen since World War II, openly discussed restoring wartime military titles, expanded anti-submarine and intelligence activities near China's doorstep.
Sounds familiar? It should, because this is exactly how Japan's militarism escalated in the 1930s. It always starts with manufacturing an existential fear. Japan used this logic to justify the invasion of China in 1931, expansion across Southeast Asia in 1941, and a Pearl Harbor attack in 1941.
This vocabulary is not harmless. For China and for the Southeast Asia and the United States, it is a historical alarm bell.
Third, Japan's unresolved wartime past makes these words even more dangerous.
To this day, Japan has never fully accounted for biological experiments and widespread massacres, war criminals shielded by the US after the war, post-war political networks that survived into modern conservative politics. When these unresolved memories meet modern military expansion, China is paying attention for good reason.
Some Japanese politicians rush to smear China's response by claiming China is ungrateful and pointing to ODA as a proof.
The ODA argument is the worst kind of historical gaslighting. Let's set the record straight. Japan's ODA to China was not charity. Over 80% was loans, not free money. And these loans came with conditions. China had to spend the money on Japanese companies, Japanese equipment, and Japanese contractors. This meant Japan's businesses got the big projects and made a lot of money. In the end, Japan earned far more from China than it ever gave.
Meanwhile, China voluntarily waived wartime reparations, something Japan should show gratitude for, not twisted by weaponized ODA to call China ungrateful.
So when China takes protective measures for its citizens abroad and summons the Japanese ambassador, it is not overreacting. It is a responsible government acting responsibly.